Despite all the advances in state-of-the-art AI, it is still a huge pain to track, compile, and trace all the information and materials needed to comply with enterprise compliance policies. That's why I'm excited to show you a preview of Domino's new model governance capabilities. It gives companies the flexibility to implement their preferred governance policies, whether those are off-the-shelf industry frameworks like NIST or custom-tailored internal policies. Domino makes it easy to track and trace all the evidence required over the course of a modeling project to comply with your policies, and it provides a bird's-eye view of compliance across an organization. Domino Model Governance is built on Domino's powerful workbench and reproducibility engine. As you'll see, that enables Domino to automatically generate compliance evidence by assembling critical metadata and even executing code to produce computed artifacts. Let's dive in. In this new world, with global AI regulations evolving rapidly, staying up to date and properly interpreting their guidance is a daunting task for many organizations. Now, with just a few clicks, organizations can swiftly adapt to new regulations. By clicking on Create Policy, they access a pre-configured list of policies and frameworks. They can also access policies developed internally. Selecting a framework like Domino's Model Risk Management reveals a description and a visual map of stages and requirements, simplifying the decision process. The policy can be implemented or customized to meet your unique needs. It's easy to specify what evidence is required for your policy. Here, I'll specify that my policy requires a model quality evidence set, an evidence template that was previously created and shared. It's a combination of scripted checks and metric checks, which automatically capture specific metadata associated with your model. We all know compliance is critical, but it can also be onerous for data scientists, distracting them from higher impact innovation. By streamlining the evidence collection process, Domino saves data scientists time and improves the quality and consistency of the compliance work. From the very beginning of a project, we support the data scientist in staying compliant. In our example, the data scientist starts with a fraud detection project template. The policy can be selected as soon as the project is kicked off. In this case, one that was based on the MRM framework we saw earlier. Notice the call to action to start the governance checklist. By clicking on it, the data scientist can then document the evidence necessary to define her business case. Notice that the classification is automatically set based on the answers. The beauty of using Domino is that data scientists don't need to take any extra steps. Unlike other model lifecycle solutions, it's all tightly coupled with the data science environment on the same platform. Take a mental note of some of the information we are logging here: hyperparameters and performance metrics, as well as the data sets available, indicated on the left panel. The Domino model card is a fundamental aspect of the model lifecycle. The model card automatically associates relevant information that was captured during development and training. For example, the model's performance metrics and hyperparameters, and the dataset we saw earlier. We also have links to code and the environment used as part of the model development, all thanks to Domino's reproducibility engine, and now with built-in governance features included. By clicking on Business Case, the data scientist enters the evidence notebook. This is where all the evidence is collected and maintained. If we fast forward to stage 4, we can see a button allowing her to run all of the automated checks. After submission, a set of automated tasks are executed, in this case, evaluating the bias of her dataset and getting the accuracy and F1 score of her model. By investigating the job, she can fully reproduce the results and understand how they got generated. The data scientist can now request for approval to exit the validation stage. For this, she needs approval from the review group. Our reviewer received a notification in the task management panel that a deliverable is ready to be approved. From here, he can see any other items that are awaiting his approval. Our reviewer has full context when evaluating evidence before approving them. It's the same view and the same data as the data scientist, reducing the amount of back and forth between them. By looking at the evidence notebook, the reviewer can see all input required from him before giving approval, and he can also leave comments for the data scientist. The reviewer can easily drill down into each evidence set and evaluate the responses. He can see previous stages and access all relevant information from the governance notebook. He is satisfied with the thoroughness of the compliance checks and approves the deliverable for deployment. All of it would be captured in Domino's audit trail. To close, let me share Domino's governance dashboard. We understand the challenges faced by risk officers who need to monitor compliance closely and ensure the review group is not becoming a bottleneck for innovation. Our dashboard provides crucial KPIs, including overall policy compliance, policy completion trend, policy completion average time, and different additional data about risk, reviewer allocation, and geographies. Moreover, the dashboard details deliverables under each policy, highlighting their compliance risk level, stage, and status. He can access the same view as the data scientist and the reviewer, harmonizing compliance across all of them. This is all integrated directly into Domino's audit log, allowing us to explore individual events like how access was granted to this project. This concludes our demonstration of managing AI governance with Domino, where compliance meets efficiency.